It's been insane struggle.
I mean, this is a good team that's only getting better, and just same thing, but they have to walk in.
And the fight starts once more. Dance of the Butterfly out there for Speedery. Month holding on to alt tap as well. Kaluge very close.
Again.
Amazing is lights out with these whales, though. An absolute demon of the seas. And that's going to be another oop tap. Very close on that pick. Takes to the skies just to bide some time. Going right back into the back line. Smash out with that Rage of Ultron. Impunity going to find Kaluge early. And that could be the number with the Meteor M. Impunity going to be walking forward. But it's all about getting to the point now. 90% roughly. They've got 10 to get there. And looks like that will happen. But the battle begins shortly, the final battle of this first point, and I'll tell you what, these teams are hungry, and we've seen some crazy plays so far. And keep the team up. Now goes the Psionic. Window falls instantly after a great freeze there from Velocity. Amazing onto Speedery. And Darkzerro are on one right now, playing like an absolute cohesive unit. Lights out and just really showing up today. Kurova onto tap with another early pick, and everyone falls, and the point will be Darkzerro's.
I love this hard player on Kurova composition. Riot can always save himself. With his case, a lot of the pressure being on him. Now it's on tap side, but they have to deal with a whale.
And we'll start again. Alt's going to be slightly in favor of Darkzerro here for the moment. And now goes the Feast, but that Bond is a cooldown again. That gets so much value and turned immediately around here onto Window. The movement finding a good angle to come back in and retake the fight, not overcommitting, and just essentially slowing up the pace. But again, they never had the point this whole time.
Yet they're still in control of it. The Hulk's gonna kind of stall it out like we saw in the previous round, and we also have a portal play to come back through. We've seen it time and time again, Chip. Teams don't want to take the L here. Bruce.
The Bond comes out. It is consistently ready as Kaluge finds Madara in that moment, and that could be a good start here for Envy. And there goes that res from Kurova. You don't need to get a whole team as long as you bring back one and start the fight and commit together. Speedery now going to be walking with the Rage of Ultron. Smash does the same. Tap finds Velocity in the back line. Smash is going to find Nero. Get that big great reaction time there by Month to find that Sia, but it does get bursted instantaneously. Kaluge finds Impunity now, and again Envy up in numbers. Here goes the Meteor M, ton of damage out, 56 HP, falls there. Madara, excuse me, does go down to Kaluge once more with a big laser play. That does not get eaten by the Meteor M, any sort of laser in Curry. Slightly, no, yeah, it does go right back actually instead, and that was definitely a conversation they were having, trying to decide in the moment what to do. Alts are going to be roughly even here, 3 on either side, 4 actually, excuse me, for Envy will be slightly up, and can they use that to their advantage? We'll find out shortly as Rage of Ultron comes out.
We usually see like teams like 100 Thieves when they play the Atom comp, really hard engage. There's a little bit of a slower engage there from Darkzerro's side, but they are back into it. They also picked off Month, most importantly, who has that invisible boundary, not going to be in this fight, and also the stall coming out from their Venom too.
Yeah, they essentially played the super aggro after the res came out. It was essentially, you know, hold the...
With that and Song Inferno.
Yeah, there was that combination, neither finding too much value, but it does drive them away from the boundary. Kurova going to get a pick, though, on a Kaluge. Is a big win there for Darkzerro at 40%, but Speedery going to match that right back onto the strategist of Velocity. A very mainline healing there with Luna. Ooh, Month with a nice push. Force physics there onto Kurova, potentially off map in that moment. Beautiful play there, as there is no escape unless you have that ult like we witnessed last time. But now still maintaining this presence on point. 50, well, not able to get this point, but they've got to be touching here as it heads towards 97%, and they are. Amazing. Playing deep here, just going to deal as much damage as possible, try to get that ult back. Out goes the immediate Rage of Ultron. Window turning that right into Velocity in the back line, and it is sometimes worth eating that damage from someone else and looking at an unsuspecting target. Great play there to find the back line once more. Velocity from Darkzerro, and they will clean up now. Hash to counter, but already to go down 55%, and Envy doing exactly what they need to, taking this point, playing calm and trying to make big plays. Kurova with a big res though, and Impunity right back in the fight. Kurova been doing a great job of getting a ton of those reses. Tap now onto Madara. Madara comes right back though, instantly. Crazy play again. I'd love to see eyes on that, as that ended up working out so well. Although it looks like a win for Jeff, ended up being a win for the side of Darkzerro in that fight. But yeah, I mean, again, that combination and Song Inferno with Meteor M is...
We have a new ban phase.
Yeah, I think this is shaking things up. Again, we talk about all the time. I mean, if a team loses and they feel like they maybe can't figure it out, why not try something different and try to see what you can do? As I say that, one number now in the favor of Darkzerro early on in this fight as Window goes down after tap. No res available there. Speedery going to be on that Psylocke, and we talked about how Psylocke taking a little bit of a backseat, but then you see stuff like this and you say, where's the backseat? Still clearly meta, as Speedery's absolutely disgusting on this hero. He's going to get that pop. Great shot here by Nero, who's playing lights out on the Ultron and getting getting picks, even being down in numbers. Kaluj on that cap, not something that's as consistently played by Kaluj. As you see Kaluj in the bottom right corner here for Window once again. Window does have that Eye of Agamotto available, and that could be a big play as well into only one shield from Madara.
I mean, Darkzerro, it feels like, are making so many mistakes. Amazing, though, finally. Oh, he actually canceled the older Speedery. That could be big, but they need to not lose somebody here, Ship. This keeps happening. You lose somebody in the middle of the fight. I have Agamotto up, too. They have to be aware of this without any ults. Darkzerro does.
Yeah, got to play aggro here and take the space while up in numbers, but I mean, Envy just doing such a good job at dropping back and retaking, ensuring they don't lose. And as I say that, Smash going to turn one right back into Nero after that invisible boundary from Kurova is going to slow up the pace in the sky, but Window gets a pick. Nero comes right back from the res. Amazing finds Window to trade that back.
Better ban phase for Team Envy. Despite, you know, winning the last map, now this looks a little bit more dominant. Now that you get Kurova on Invisible Woman instead of that Adam Warlock where he's been so dominant, it's been big for Team Envy.
And we begin again. Impunity going to commit heavy here with the Hulk. Madara goes up with the Meteor M. Unfortunately, not able to make anything happen just yet, as I believe Jeff used the iframe of the dive down to hold on. Tries to get one, but gets immediately deleted. Well done by Madara there on the tap. Still keeping the presence forward. Window available here with the eye. Whale lands, and it finds Speeder.
Yeah, he's doing so much. And Amazing on Namor has not looked as dominant as he did in the last one, right? When we see him this time around in this 2-2-2 style now, I mean, he's going to rely heavy on those healing numbers that just aren't going to be there like it was in the last one. Now with ultimates, Darkzerro could do something, but Envy have constantly dodged ults, and they dodged the whale there.
And ult advantage up here for Darkzerro, who will be available with 5 ultimates. A minute on the clock, though. Not a lot of space taken here for point 2. They need to make something happen now as Velocity engages here with the Eternal City with 1. Window onto Smash with 2. And that is a lot of ults committed. They better win this if you're looking for Envy to take this home. Impunity falls down into Bruce. Tap with 1 is going to find, oh, what a pushback. And does, I believe, get enough space to ensure they hold before point 2.
A great hold for Team Envy, and you know what? Like, this is if they...
Unfortunately for him, now they're taking this space, though, and Rage of Ultron is already ready and directly finds 2 instantly. Do I see 3 here from Speedery? Yes, we do. Make it 4, why don't you? As Speedery showcasing how strong he is in the sky.
Yeah, Speedery looking really good. Fast Ultron's Rage built up by him. I don't know why Rai used his shift there early on in that fight, right? That didn't make a lot of sense considering he was one shot, but got saved, got bailed out by his Invisible Woman, and then shifts when he's full HP. I don't really get that. To be honest, to me, it looks like Darkzerro at the current moment. They're switching.
Amazing has to commit there with the Rage of Ultron. It will be 4-4. Speedery going to turn that right back to the back line and try to get value. The team is going to try to play without using ults, and they lose 3 to Speedery, and that is going to do it. What a play there by Speedery, and the decision from Darkzerro to try to hold on to those ults was just not the right move in that moment. Unfortunately, really well done by the side of Envy.
Besides that entire last map, right? If they heal potentially being there from Window.
Okay, so yeah, maybe you don't need to change the ban phase up if you've done your homework. That was a great attack on that location down low, ensuring that none of the strategists were able to escape that zone, and taking out Tap early like that, you know, gets rid of the rocket res, and they were able to sweep the entire backline. But here comes that portal through, which will not be an option here for Darkzerro, who did have Strange banned out as Edge to help counter something.
Waiting in the meantime, Speedery finds Kurova in the middle of the fight, and this ult is not there in time to save Kurova, who has to walk back from spawn. Window, meanwhile, trying to connect onto the Venom at the very least, but he's got the Snowflake. Gonna get healed up a lot by the dance floor, but without Kurova, is Velocity going down? The answer is yes, so even more money. 50 seconds left to go. I need to see some, like, I don't know, healing each other. Like, they just keep going down and falling over like domino ship.
Yeah, I don't think we've seen a ton of Amazing actually on the Warlock there, and Bond is going to be out to reduce that cooldown from Speedery, ensure that doesn't get a ton of value. Great pick there by Smash to follow up, and Speedery not going to be able to escape, and only Tap going to fall from Impunity. Now looking at the front line of Kaluj, juking like crazy, but is low enough. Gotta be focusing that, get him off the point now if you can, but that was tough to track. Kaluj all over the place. The movement there on Cap was gross, but it looks like they will finally get point 1, which is exactly what you need in the momentum moving forward, and they didn't even have to overcommit ult, so well played there by Darkzerro in that final fight.
Those ults again, and they were able to win that last one on first point. And for Team Envy, right? They got to set up window with his ult to Feast the Abyss. Maybe try to get out Amazing's Soul Bond earlier, because that's the only thing going to keep this backline alive besides that bubble coming from Madara. Maybe they could set up something too with Impunity and Smash 2 on the backline.
Window going under is going to find success with the Feast of the Abyss in terms of overhealth, but still not going to be enough for a pick at the moment. Darkzerro, Kurova with Nero, Amazing bringing back the team. Down goes the end song on a velocity. Madara and Amazing brings everyone back as Speedery takes out one, and still Tap going to find Smash heading towards the back line again and resetting, but this is insane.
Yeah, Kurova with the ult now, trying to go to the height, maybe find the people trying to touch that cart on the defense, but Bubble saves, I believe, that one member. Somebody gets spit out. Never mind, Kurova goes down before he can even have the opportunity. Tap fills it up. Same thing with Kaluge, and the portal not going to be there because of the Doctor Strange stuff that we saw.
Speedery, good work there, but again, the point already heading towards that second fight territory that you saw from the side of Envy on defense. That's their goal, is to always fight again there. So the fact that it's already there is already some free space in this early attack. Speedery looking clean here, is going to be putting Impunity very low, but not enough, and forced to reload in that moment. Amazing doing honestly a pretty great job here on the Warlock for something I haven't seen a ton. His hero pool is also just massive. Tap though, as I say, that caster curse is going to find Amazing. The rest comes through though as Speedery hitting, and we see, yeah, just about Amazing and Madara, and that's it.
I mean, they've got those two ultimates. They'll have to come back and touch that objective too, and we're getting towards the very end, about 80 meters. Pretty much 20 to go now for Team Envy. And we already that early Soul Bond. Nobody's even near him, though. They're split up, and they lose their backline. Brutal for Darkzerro. And Rise now stuck against a rock and a hard place. He has to res. He's going to get tracked, too. Sure, you have that payload.
Who's going to find one? Amazing bringing back Mad as they still walk forward again. And out goes this portal, owning that backside as Speedery now commits in with a minute on the clock.
And the time still on here. Right, you have everybody back. They also just use Soul Bond. You can maybe get an explosion into the backside. Rai goes down. Madara, the sky has to go big. Otherwise, they might lose here.
Yeah, it's still a battle. Kaluge going to find Velocity once more. Still owning this space. Tap is going to find another. And again, Envy are winning this through Port.
Envy and FlyQuest, both teams.
Under those lights before, make it all the way to second.